Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you are all doing well there. Let's have a view what we discussed in the last class. In the last class we discussed about the productivity, that what is productivity and what are the important components of productivity. And we defined that productivity is the ratio of output to the input. And again we also discussed about the efficiency and the effectiveness, and we come to the conclusion that effectiveness is directly related to the output part or the quality part of the productivity, and efficiency is related to the input part, that is the resources part of the productivity. Then we discussed about the different factors, that how the different factors can affect the productivity. Among these factors were the labor resources, then the machine resources, then most importantly the quality. So all these factors can affect the productivity. Then we discussed the two different models about productivity, that is single factor productivity model and multi-factor productivity model. And we also discussed the importance of productivity for the different organizations, and in the end we discussed some real life problems, that how actually we can calculate productivity. So this is a brief review what we discussed in the last class. Okay, our today's lecture is about competitiveness and strategy. Again, these are the very important approaches which are important in strategic management as well as in operations management. Now, what actually is competitiveness? Competitiveness is actually the way in which the organizations outperform their competitors, that how they can get the edge over their competitors and how they can better and differently satisfy their customers. So that is related to the competitiveness. Then again, strategy is a long-term plan or the master plan or the comprehensive plan, that how the organization can achieve its mission, vision and the basic purpose of the organization. So we will discuss about this competitiveness and strategy in detail. And finally, we will be able to have a sort of operation strategy for the operations managers, that how this competitiveness and strategy can help us and can help the operational managers to finally define and devise the operation strategy for their organizations. So this is the course outline for our today's lecture. First of all, we try to define the competitiveness. So this is the course outline for our today's lecture. First of all, we try to define the competitiveness. Then we will discuss the different dimensions of competitiveness. Then what are the important concepts which are related to competitiveness and the strategy? We will discuss all of these concepts. Then we will discuss strategy, that what is strategy, and we will try to explain that what actually are the components of strategy, and how this strategy can help us to create the competitive advantage for the organization. Then again we will discuss the own contribution towards strategy, and in the end we will be able to find out that what are the important considerations for the operations management in order to define the operation strategy for their organizations. So this is our today's lecture outline. What is competitiveness? Competitiveness is the process by which one entity strives to outperform another. So all the organizations are always interested to find out the way that how they can better and they can differently satisfy their customers' needs, and how they can have the edge over their competitors. So this is very important aspect for all the organizations in order to better satisfy their customer needs and their customers' demands. There is another aspect of competitiveness, that is, we can define it as the optimum allocation of resources in order to obtain the long-term objectives of the organization. And in the last class we also discussed that mostly the profitability and cost minimization are the prime